Hey everybody, back again, dressed super casual in honor of Apple and their iPhone 5 announcement. I'm really excited, I already placed my order, waiting for mine. It should be coming this coming Friday. Anyway, one issue regarding the iPhone 5 has gone completely off the rails in my opinion, and that is the Lightning adapter. It is the 8-pin adapter that has replaced the 30-pin dock connector, which Apple has used almost exclusively for the past 9 years or so. Okay, first a few facts. This is Apple's first update to the original 30-pin dock connector since its inception 9 years ago. Second, it's 80% smaller than the original dock connector, meaning that Apple will be able to support smaller form factors from here on. Third, this will actually plug in no matter which direction it's pointing. So no matter which direction your iPhone 5 is facing, it will plug in properly. Next, it will be backwards compatible with existing devices, depending on the device. For example, car stereos, clock radios, and even sync cables that you have for your older portable devices. With a $30 adapter, it will be compatible. So, the big question that everyone is asking online is why Apple opted to go again with their own proprietary connector rather than supporting something like USB or micro USB, which is the connector of choice for a lot of your Android and other type of smartphones. Well, there are a few reasons why this is not viable. As you know, Apple has connectors that support a very wide range of applications. We're talking about DJ turntables, car adapters, there's some sporting equipment, medical equipment, you name it, there is an Apple device that connects to the 30-pin connector for that particular application. Now, when you're talking about micro USB, yes, it is a very universal device, universal port, universal connector. However, it does not have the support for things like HDMI video. So, when you're trying to build one cable for one device and you are limited to an off-the-shelf micro USB adapter, you're not going to get all the functionality that you will get from one of Apple's proprietary devices. So Apple proprietary 30-pin connector was a necessary evil for the time. Now remember, back when this first started, 2003, what was around in 2003? The third generation iPod. They hadn't even moved up to the click wheel yet. There were actually separate play, pause, fast forward, rewind buttons on an iPod still back in 2003. So we've evolved from there. I'm talking monochrome screen, an actual spinning hard drive inside the device. We've moved from there to our current state of iOS devices. So you see in 9 years how things have evolved and how Apple has managed to stay with the 30-pin connector for so long. I think that Apple is allowed to, once a decade, make changes to their port. Apple was the first to discontinue the floppy disk. Apple was first to discontinue FireWire after they pioneered FireWire. So there are a lot of changes and a lot of painful steps that have to be taken in order to stay at the cutting edge of technology. And this is just one of them. This is probably the most noticeable because back when Apple was dropping support for things like floppy disks, there wasn't that big of a customer base to begin with. But now that everyone knows Apple and everyone's used to using Apple products, now when Apple starts making these tough, painful changes, the world takes note. And this is just one of the examples where the world takes note. Don't worry, we're moving in the right direction. We're going to stay with the 8-pin adapter for quite some time, I'm sure, but we'll be here again 9 years from now talking about the same thing, and everyone will have a vast collection of Lightning devices that they don't know what to do with, but it's just the natural evolution of technology. And that's my opinion.